So it was exciting when we heard about the four moderate Republicans. Well, the Republicans are going to be vulnerable in their districts in 2026 if they don't come through with these fucking tax credits. So 4 Republicans joined with the Democrats on their discharge petition to go around the speaker because he's useless and has lost control of his delegation, and they have to go around him to get anything done. That's what was going to happen. And this is what Mike Lawler said then.
We have 2 issues to deal with. One is the immediate expiration of these enhanced premium tax credits that were put in place by Democrats during COVID as a temporary measure to address healthcare affordability during a pandemic. Secondarily is the fact that under Obamacare, healthcare premiums have risen by 96%, while insurance company profits have grown by over 2,000% during the last 15 years. And so we need to tackle both of these issues concurrently. It's why I've been working in a bipartisan way since the shutdown ended to address the expiration of these subsidies and working with our leadership on putting forth a plan to address the larger issue of healthcare affordability in America.
Also included no access to reproductive freedom in blue states, also all across the country. So basically a national abortion ban. That is what they were putting forward.
Obviously, I would like to see an ACA extension vote, and we worked tirelessly to try and negotiate a agreement with leadership to get a bill on the floor. Unfortunately, we couldn't find agreement, and so I had no alternative but to sign the discharge. I've signed 3 separate discharges, 2 bipartisan bills, and 1, the clean 3-year extension offered by Leader Jeffries, has already failed in the Senate. But the objective is to force a vote on the House floor, pass something, and let the Senate come back to us with a bipartisan agreement.
After that happened,
those in favor say aye. Those opposed say nay. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. For what purpose does the gentleman from Massachusetts
vote, Mr. Speaker? He was in the world, Mr. Speaker. He was in the world. This is an outrage.
A sufficient number having risen, a recorded vote is ordered. Members will record their vote by electronic device.
They did not let Democrats vote at all. What the fuck? Right. This is what Mike Lawler had to say then.
So where does that leave you?
I am pissed for the American people. This is absolute bullshit, and it's absurd that we are in a body with 435 members. Everybody has a responsibility to serve their district, to serve their constituents.
What do you say, though, to the speaker who's not going to give you a vote on this ACA extension?
That's a failure of leadership. I mean, we have, members on both sides who believe this is an urgent issue, and it is for all of our members in terms of what their constituents are going to have to deal with in the start of the new year. So what's wrong with having a vote?
MAGA Mike Grindr Johnson had to run to the nearest TV studio green room. He was there. He went on the news to try to defend his conduct. And I'm going to preface this we all know that MAGA's bad with math.
Here's the false narrative. The Democrats are pretending as though this affects everybody in the country. It affects 7% of Americans, this extended subsidy. And of those, even if it was extended without any reforms at all, it would only reduce that small group of Americans' premiums by 5.7%. The Democrats have tried to pretend as though this is all about
Americans. No, I understand that this is not for everybody, but it's 22 to 24 million Americans, and there are some Republicans whose districts are going to face some real trouble and some real issues with this.
He's so caught, right? He's in this unenviable position of trying to please the Fuhrer while trying to not look like an idiot in front of the American people. And you can only do one of those things at the same time. I don't feel bad for him at all. He's a cuck to Donald Trump. He has neutered Congress, essentially. And Congress, let me be clear again, is the only check on the president. That's what we have. That's what our system has given us. That's the only check. Congress is there to check the president. So if they're just going to step aside and say, oh, go ahead, Daddy, just do what you want to the country, that's not good enough for me. And I hope it's not good enough for you. And I wanted to tell you, I was just watching Jesse Dollemore this morning. He was speaking to Adam Gurry. He is the founder and editor-in-chief of Liberal Currents. And Liberal Currents is on Blue Sky. He's a smart guy. He's talking about something that just might work in terms of impeachments to get rid of some of these fascist lawbreakers. The thing that he suggested was really, really solid. And yes, you have to get around some procedures and some rules, but the Senate has broad range is how to interpret and change its own rules. I know they're sticklers about changing. They love their fucking rules. But if you could somehow give these Republicans, whose only inhibition against voting against Trump is backlash and the accountability that will come from doing so, if we can give Republicans, if we can just make it an anonymous vote, an anonymous ballot, even just the first time, just to get it to the floor. And we're not going to start with Trump. Let's start with people like Hegseth. Let's start with him, because I'm sure that once we start impeaching people here with this anonymous ballot, I think that the appetite for impeachment would grow exponentially with each one. Start with Hegseth, but that can get moved on to different people who we know that the Republicans don't like and didn't like to begin with. Probably not RFK right away, because I mean, if anybody should be impeached, it's him. Just to save the most amount of lives right now, impeach him. He's got a lot of support, and I'm not sure that would happen. I mean, of course, we have to deal with the Democrats who still keep voting for these fucked up nominations and these ambassadorships and everything else. These Democrats that keep voting this way should just change their fucking party affiliations and get it over with. Just be Republicans, okay? Just fucking be Republicans. If that's what you're gonna do, we don't want you anyway. So that's what I have to say about that. But if we could do an anonymous ballot, so these craven Republican alpha males could not have daddy breathing down their necks with accountability and backlash and all his fucking MAGA mush lunatic supporters coming to kill them. If that's what they could do, I think that every impeachment would give Democrats more appetite for another impeachment and another, until we do get all of these people out of the government. Look, it's something that we didn't have before. I think it's a great idea, and I think we should at least start talking about it. An anonymous ballot, because that's what these people are most afraid of. So let's try to make it as easy as we can for them, right? Doesn't that make sense? Okay, thank you guys for watching my videos.